So a lot of people are always asking, how do you buy US shares from Kenya? We have the New York Stock Exchange, we have the Nasdaq tech stocks, and then we have the Dow Jones. We have different indices in the US that contains amazing stocks. So how do you invest in the US stocks while in Kenya? This is a very simple thing actually, but a lot of people don't have the information and they do not know where to begin. So today, Ken is gonna do the work for you.
I'm gonna do the job for you. I'm honored. Thank you. Anyway,
if you're new, please hit the subscribe button. We are going on a financial freedom journey. If you have been with me for a long time, I say thank you so much for being an amazing support. I started this YouTube last year. It's not even been a year yet, and we are over, I think we're almost 2,000 right now. I don't know if we have hit 2,000 yet, but yes, we're doing well. As long as I'm talking to some people, as long as we are changing mindsets, as long as we're making money, as long as we are investing, it doesn't matter how many we are. Even if we are 2 people investing and making money, we are going to the moon, baby, to the moon, baby. So guys, let's talk about investing in US stocks while in Kenya. So you want to buy the S&P 500. Everyone is talking about the S&P 500 giving you over 10% return every year. Everyone talking about the tech stocks, the Amazon, the Google, the Facebook, you know. People are talking big terms. You don't know, how do I even start? I'm gonna give you this information. This is the gem right here, right now. Otherwise, welcome to Ken's Money Matters. As usual, here we talk about the money mindset, how you think about the money, how to make that money, how to enjoy that money, how to manage that money, how to invest that money, and how to live a life of financial freedom. Welcome and stay tuned. So how do you invest in the stocks in the US? Very simple, guys. Very simple. So first of all, I always say decide on your investment objectives. How do you want to invest? What do you want to achieve out of that investment? What are your goals, basically? You know, a lot of people start investing without knowing what they expect from that investing process. They just start because people are doing it. And then they end up changing so many things in the process. They end up getting confused. When you make a decision on where you want to go to, you will stick to that path. So you won't be making lots of changes. With investments, the more changes you make, the more you're losing, because first of all, you'll be paying tax anytime you sell them. And 2, of course, you may be selling them at a loss. And 3, of course, you don't want to be investing and stopping. It affects the whole process. So first of all, decide on your investment strategy. What are your goals? What do you want to achieve out of investments? And like I say, we are really here to advise you if you think that your situation is different and you want us to give you a tuned, personalized advice. Reach out to me. You can check my website, www.kensmoneymatters.com. Lots of services in there, lots of information. You can reach out to me and we can discuss your situation and see what best to invest in. But if you're good to go on your own, which is a good thing, just make sure you have your goals and your objectives ready and you know why you are investing and why you are choosing that particular investment. So it's very important that I say that, because I don't want you to start investing, stop paying a lot of fees, opening lots of accounts for no reason. So that's the first reason. That's the first step for me. The second step for me that's also very important, that's now practical, is that you must have a broker to execute your trades. You must have a platform whereby you are going to do these trades. So in Kenya, for example, you'd have to open a CDS account. For example, choose a stockbroker who will be doing it for you. I've done a video on how to invest in Kenyan shares, so you can check that out. But in Kenya, there's a different process to it. So the same way you need a stockbroker in Kenya to invest in the NSE, Nairobi Stock Exchange, is the same way you will need a stockbroker to invest in Nasdaq, in NYSE, in Dow Jones, and all those nice indices you hear about. So what you do is simple. Choose a particular broker, and I've done that job for you already. How good am I, man? Yeah, it's me, the man. I've done that job for you, and I have a link for you already that will also give you commission and cheaper trades. So if you go down there, you'll find a link to eToro. eToro is one of the best brokers with over 22 million users at the moment. eToro is a good platform. I've used eToro since I started trading and investing. So I used eToro to learn how to trade. I used eToro to learn how to invest. I've used eToro for a long time, never had any issues with them, very well regulated. I love that company, and that's why I recommend it, because I've used it. I have it even right now in my laptop. So if you open eToro, use my link and you'll get a commission. If you want to trade, you want to invest, whatever you want to do in eToro, you want to do cryptos. So if you use the link below, you open an eToro account, that will be your broker. That's where you'll be executing your trades. Now, Why do I suggest eToro? It's not just because I have a link or because I'm doing affiliate marketing. No, it's because I've used eToro and there are so many benefits which I'm going to mention. So first of all, you must remember that this is the broker who will have your money and your investments. I always tell people, and I've done a video on how to choose a broker. You want to choose a broker who is going to take care of your money, because everything you have is going to be with this particular broker. You won't have your cash with you. Your cash will be with this particular broker. So you must choose someone who is very trustworthy, someone who can actually keep that money safe and allow you to invest without any stress. That's why it's important to have a good broker. And that's why I always say I can only recommend the broker I have used. And I will give you other options too. Don't worry, relax, chill. So if you open eToro, there are so many benefits you will. So one of the benefits of trading with eToro is that there is no commission on trades. Lots of these platforms will charge you commission each time you do a trade. So sometimes you may want to buy and sell, because there are commodities there, there are indices there, there's forex there. There's so many things you may want to trade in there. So if you buy something and you decide you want to sell it, sometimes platforms will charge you commissions on those. eToro is no commission. Basically, it's free. The first free platform, eToro. So that's very important. You don't want to be spending lots of money paying fee to someone else, right? You want to be using your money to build wealth, as little as it is, even if it's just 100 Kenya shillings. You want to use that to build wealth. So commission free, eToro, you can trade, you can invest, no worries. Number two, it's very straightforward to open an account with eToro. They will just require some documentation, of course, to prove who you are, and that's how they maintain the security and safety of the platform. So they will require probably a passport or some form of ID, KRA PIN, because of course there are taxation issues like capital gains and stuff later. And then they will also require an address. So your bank statement that will show your address, or anything that you have that will show your address. So there's the ID, there's the proof of address, there's the tax information. And within 2 days, you will have your account with eToro. Of course, they may request some more information depending on your situation. But that's just to make sure that all of us are secure on the platform. Then number three, which is also very important, the products you find on a particular broker's platform. So eToro has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. They have a huge selection, like a shop. So instead of going to a small supermarket, why go to a big supermarket where you have so many options? In eToro, you will have access to indices from the US or from all over the world where you want to. There are ETFs, which are the exchange traded funds, which are basically a collections of particular stocks already made for you. And then we have different commodities which you can trade: silver, gold, wherever, anything you want. We have cryptocurrencies, those who want to be Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Flycoin, whatever. All those coins that you may want to trade are in eToro. So you have access to all cryptocurrencies. Then of course you have access to all manner of stocks that you may want to trade. And then you have access to all manner of stocks. So eToro for me is a good platform for you to start trading on. And of course, one of the most important, you don't have to pay any fee to open an account with eToro. There's no fee for opening the account, and there's no maintenance fee for the account. So Kenya shillings is not accepted in eToro yet, but they have USD. But you don't have to worry about that, because anyway, if you make a payment with your card, that conversion is done by the bank and not by you. So you don't have to go and convert your cash or something and deposit. No, the bank will do the conversion on your behalf. So you just need to do the payments anyways, because now they have the US dollars and other currencies, but the Kenya shillings is not there, but they are working on it. And soon we hope Kenya shillings will be on the platform, because we are a big country. It's a big currency. Another advantage is that they offer fractional shares. You don't have to buy a whole share. So a whole share could even be 2,000 per share, let's say, for example. So you can find a company that's charging 2,000 per share or 1,000 per share. So you don't have to deposit $1,000 for you to buy that share. You can buy fractional shares. That means you can invest as low as $50, and that's a really good deal. So that's one of the best things that you would want about eToro, because there are platforms whereby you have to buy the whole share. There are no fractional shares to be bought. Fractional shares basically means you're buying a fraction of it, not the whole share, because you cannot afford the whole share. And you don't want to wait until you have $2,000 to start investing in your favorite stock. Another most important thing I always talk about is the safetyness of it and the regulation. Regulation. A platform you're using to keep your money, to trade, to invest must be regulated. eToro is regulated. eToro is headquartered in Canada, but it is regulated even in Kenya. So if you lose your money, you are eligible for compensation up to a certain amount. So those are just some of the benefits of eToro, which is my favorite because I've used it. I use it up to now as we speak, and a lot of people have also given me good feedbacks about it. So I know eToro is good. It's well regulated. That's very important for me. It's regulated. So if anything happens to my money, I know I can get my money back. Now there are other platforms. There is Trading212, which I have also used. I have on my phone. I've read the reviews are really good and people really recommend it. So if you cannot access eToro, you can access Trading212, which is also very easy to open, very easy platform to use, and of course it's regulated and it's headquartered in the UK. So that gives you some safety to your money. So Trading212 is another good platform. But now that you have opened the platform, you have your eToro account, you have your Trading212 account, your IG account. I've also done another video on brokers, international brokers in Kenya. So I'm not going to go over that again. So you can check that out in the description below. I've done a video on which brokers you should choose, or even the ways in which you should choose a broker. So all that information is on my channel. Let's say now you have your platform. What next? The next thing is to deposit money. Like I said, use your card, bank card, debit. They don't accept credit card, no. Use your debit card, deposit money into your account, and choose whatever you want to buy. Another good thing with eToro is that they have what we call the social traders or social investing, whereby you can copy what someone is doing and replicate it and get the same results. So it's like Twitter of trading or Twitter of investing. You see, oh, this person has bought this particular stocks. I like it. I want to copy his trading strategy or his investing strategy. You can copy that and use the same strategy on the same platform. It's called social trading or social investing. So I like it for that because if you're a beginner, you may want to do that. But I don't really recommend that for the long term. You should know what you're doing yourself because every single person have their own objectives, their own plans, their own goals, their own way of investing and trading. So you don't want to be copying people across the platform and you get so confused. If that person leaves or anything happens to them or they lose money, you start blaming someone else. Take responsibility, know how to do your own stuff. But it's very simple. If you open that account, you deposit your money, you go there, you look for, oh, I want to buy S&P 500. You will look for S&P 500 from the search bar. It will come up. When it comes up, you say buy, invested in the stock market. Easy, peasy, simple. And like I say, the link is below if you want to start investing as soon as possible, guys. Thank you, guys. I hope that made sense, and I hope you're going to start investing today. Leave a comment below. Like the video if it's giving you any value. Please like the video so you can push the message further and further. Make sure you share as much as possible. Talk to your friends. Tell them, oh, there's this crazy guy with crazy hair talking about money on YouTube. You should follow him because he will give you lots of information. Otherwise, see you next time. Boom.